What a beautiful day it is. A&D Hot Rod Shop was nice enough to let me come down here and destroy their garage for a little bit. This is Big Red. This is going to be the rat rod hauler I was talking about in the last video. I worked last night and come down here this morning and got the clip off. It already had the hood and stuff off of it, so it helped a lot. There she is, though. I think it's a 65. The first truck I ever really cared to own was a 66 Chevrolet. I got 13 tickets in that truck. I finally sold it before I went to jail. So this kind of reminds me of that, but it's gonna be slammed on the ground. Whole new front end and new rear end and airbags in the rear. I ain't sure about the front. We're gonna have to see how that goes, but get back to work. I gotta watch working down here. I get used to all the space. I ain't used to all the room. And I gotta watch too, because all my stuff, I don't really care if it gets scratched, but I got some really nice stuff that they do down here. If you haven't, get on their YouTube, and I'll tag them in this. I done it in the last video, but check some of their videos out and subscribe to them. This is a Corvette they're doing for a guy. It's a 66 maybe. That's just going by what I think they told me it was. Like I say, I ain't never really owned nothing too shiny. They got some nice cars though. I guess I'm going to load this up and start pulling that motor. This motor's for sale. It's some kind of big block that's pretty sought after from what I gathered. I don't know a whole lot about nothing other than LS's and shit boxes, so. The interior of this truck, I mean, it's got a tear, but I mean, look at this. It's gonna stay just like this. I don't need to do nothing to it other than maybe put some decals on it, have some airbrushing done, and gonna try to get the primer off. I think I'm gonna put my logo on the side of this one. This thing is nice, but it's kind of hard to do with one person. Hell of a lot easier to do stuff when you got stuff to work with here. I get used to this stuff. Well, that's a wrap for today. David's wanting to leave a motor in it that way if somebody comes to buy it, that he can fire it up for him, which I understand. Whenever he does sell it, I'll come down and give him a hand pulling it out. I think he's got the bed the guy's interested in, so if that falls through, I guess if anybody wants a dump bed, I'm guessing that's 12, maybe 14 foot. I ain't too sure, but it's everything. I mean, it's all hydraulic, so it's pretty tough stuff. But there she is. I'm loaded up and ready to head out. Can't wait to see that car done. Then probably gonna be upset. He left to go take his old lady to the doctor, but I moved his cool wires he'd been working on for about 2 days. Yeah, so he's gonna be mad. It'll be all right though. It's starting to look good. He got the intake and stuff on it while I was down there at A&D's Hot Rod Shop. He got all that buttoned up. Got the starter on. I see. Yeah, he's been working on it. I had to fix those raggedy looking cold pack setup you had.
Oh, okay. If you don't like my shit, you're gonna go back behind me and do it. Freaking do it your damn self.
Does that not look better though?
It does. That working. I'm trying to read what size this is so I know.
5/16. It should just leave it in the drawer with it with the tape on it. That way you'll know. Yeah, with the tap.
I always do this. I just take these two and put them together.
That'll work. Kids want me to pick them up in the hot rod, they said. Yeah, they don't call it a rat rod. They call it a hot rod. Here's a little trick, guys. Tap this 1/8 inch MPT and put a nipple in here and run your steam tee, this hose right here, to it. And you have nothing to worry about then. You ain't got to worry about nothing drain or bleeding the system or nothing. back with it now. Got that fender mounted. Them things are booger to mount because the door actually opens like outside the fender. it doesn't go on the inside of it like most cars. Kind of weird, but check this rig up I got right here. Got a bungee cord to center that fender up. Glenn was coming down in the morning, but I know he's got a lot going on. I get bored at night, so that's usually when I do all my work. I think this thing's gonna turn out pretty good. But we gotta get all the fenders and stuff on before we can go any further. Need to do the cold side and intercooler and all that, and I just don't know where everything sits, so it's gonna turn out all right. I took a plasma. I got one of them Amazon plasma cut 50s. It does really good, but I just cut along that line. I'll probably do the same right there, just cut along the line. These aren't structural, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, they're pretty solid, so